this about God. We've been told many times, many years ago, that you must be doing something wrong because Satan will attack you, regardless if you're a believer or not. But if you give your heart, give your life to that one and only Holy Ghost, Holy One, Father, God, Jesus Christ, then people told us, oh, you sin. What are they talking about? Everything's backwards now. The reason why Satan doesn't bother man will increase law, no matter what the cause is. That's he already got them twisted up, believing his lies, doing his lies, thinking his lies, and yet we go and say, God, why am I suffering? Why am I struggling? Why am I putting up with so much crap? No, even though that demons go and attack you while you're sleeping, while you're not even thinking, or you're just sitting there doing nothing or reading, because he's very upset with you, wants to kill you. But by the hand of grace, nail the scars are nailed, and upon you protection. That's my.
What is going on, people? My name is Eno Bless. Anyways, how are you today? I hope you're being blessed today by the great I am that I am, the Most High. Anyways, I heard there's so much explosion of Satan's little network and everything else that does with radio, movies, music, everything that technology has today. Anyways, this is where we step in and serve you the truth of what you should be observing and knowing. But regardless, you're going to mock and say this and say that. It's because you don't really understand. You know, it takes a lot to understand where we come from. Well, you're not limited, but you decided to do is make fun of, mock the best things you know how to do. Basically, kindergarten things. Anyways, don't get mad. Anyways, what I'm saying is that yes, it's gonna be to a point that you don't even know who to believe. You rather look at CNN, TMZ, and all this and that just for your entertainment wise and for their own entertainment because you're believing everything about it. And yet there's a lot of serious issues going on in this world that people do not really care because it's not in their area or it's not happening to them, which it should not matter because it's gonna bound to happen. And regardless of how you look at things and observe things, or you think that certain people, famous people, or news may tell you the truth, no. Government has to start something to get a panic. Don't you realize that this is going back to history? That's what we're repeating. But we're supposed to say it with grace and humble and love and kindness. But you know about God. You've been introduced by God before. Either he did not give you what you wanted, or a certain thing that may have happened to you that he can answer, because there's things that he may tell us. But regardless, in this lifetime, it's about money, fame, having your name in glory, being the face of TV, and being hated because you love that. You love the drama. You love the made-up lies. That's what it is. It's a big illusion, especially when movies, but they're really telling you what they have in store. Like the zombies, certain drugs, torture, ungodly things that you have to do, especially if you're a parent of a famous person, that you have to sell your kids or even do ungodly things to your kids. But, it's really sad because that's happening all over the world. But regardless, they make the money even though they're limited. Or government may call and say certain things, say certain threats and all, but if they have nothing to hide, then why be panicky? And yet, people are so confused now about the Bible. It's half Greek, half Jewish. They made the Bible because they don't really believe in God or Jesus. But he will reveal things to you. I guarantee that. And pretty much, seriously, we don't want to be held responsible of not telling you anything. And yet, you guys rather mock or say no. First of all, you do not know these famous people, do you? Do you sit down? Do you have dinner with them? I mean, seriously. Do you know them from inside and out before they got famous? No, you can't even answer that. So, you know, I'm not here to judge, but I'm here to be giving my opinions about certain things, especially when it comes to movies. I mean, these movies are trying to act like, oh, you can be your own God. What the? How can you be your own God just because we're in God's image? Like, seriously? And the whole gayness and, you know, transgender, president's gay. Yes, it's a transgender. Yeah. Excuse my talk. But I've been telling you guys this. I've been telling you a lot of things, but nobody seems to care. But it's just really trying to move in the whole conspiracy little thing that you think that it's not going to come, but it has. It's just waiting. Which man, Satan, cannot follow the rules very well. That's all we have. So many helicopters, some trained, stupid military, even though police brutality and people are standing up for their rights, but they end up taking it a little too far and police hitting women, like despising them. And it's going to be like a man's world, nothing but transgenders and gay and, you know, I mean, seriously, it's just nothing but a pedophile, their crew. I mean, it's money, you have to do everything. And yet, if you're willing to sell your soul because of money, like seriously, it's just a piece of paper. I mean, nothing can replace or pay your way in anywhere. There's no middle life. It's either heaven or hell. I'm sorry, but, you know, we were created somehow. But everybody says, oh, by apes and this and this. Why you believe in doctrines things? Why you believing scientific things? But you remind me of certain things back in the past, the Egyptians, when they needed a god to see physical wise, to touch it, to know it, to believe it. You do not understand the whole spiritual type of thing, which is okay. You will someday, sometime. But you notice that the days are going faster, months, year. But no one seems to really look at certain things. I mean, reptiles, aliens, government knows this. But you guys seem to fail to think that government has nothing to do with it. Oh, it's okay. They're just keeping us in charge, so nothing would ever happen to us. That's why they're trying to take away gun laws, take away your house. I mean, seriously, we're going to be put into a camp. And yet nobody wants to believe it. Why? Is it because it's too much truth for you, or just you got to wait for something big to happen, then you'll believe? I mean, you got enough evidence. But by hearing Obama slick talk, not even helping the situation, the whole Illuminati, making music, giving us a distraction to one thing, sneaking in 10 other things. I thought that might keep you in mind. And, you know, seriously, if you're trying to give people the truth without being famous and all, I mean, seriously, you won't be a big-headed, ego person that is very stuck up. But who cares, because you're the one getting money, nobody else is. And yet when this world comes to a big old shock and you guys are going to move somewhere, some other type of cities or states or whatever, and not tell anybody that, then who's going to feel like an ass because you rather believe other things or other famous people? Is that too much truth for you? Might be, but just here to serve the truth. And besides, there's so much bullshit, there's so much lies, but you rather just believe the lies. I mean, there it is. If you don't believe it, do your own research. But you don't believe in spirits, you don't believe in certain things. So I'm just here to serve you the truth.